We waved yellow. We're going to go live on Facebook, so there's a couple of interesting questions that flow from that. We're ready. That was a most magnificent press conference. We're going to do some more one-on-one interviews. Andrew and Glyn, you've got smiles on your face, but there's another Daruma doll that's going to need an eye coloured in. Interesting comments about next year and levels of commitment. Andrew?
No, we're certainly committed to continuing to compete. How do we build on what was achieved this year is, of course, the unknown question. But we're in it for the long run. We have been competing for 8 years. We've now won, and we would like to keep going.
Glyn, the pressure's got to be mounting with comments like NASA saying that he wants a fourth car. That doesn't just add 25% or whatever the increment is. It's a huge jump to go to another car.
Yeah, it is. But first, you've still got to keep the team together. You've got to keep the level of performance, and we've got to improve. Everybody's improving every year. So first we focus on what we have, and we improve the car this year. We've got some negotiations with the FIA on the regulations, and that's almost as stressful, to be honest with you, as winning the race. And I think you could probably ask, Theresa May about that. So it feels very similar. But it's not easy dealing with the FIA and getting this balance right. But for now, we're absolutely thrilled with the achievement. It's really a privilege to be able to bring this trophy back to South Africa. Hilux, I've just been told now, Hilux is in its 50th year, so we've won the Dakar with Hilux, a global platform for Toyota, the same image in every country of the world. So to be able to win the world's biggest race and emanate that from South Africa is a real privilege for me.
Andrew, from a marketing point of view, in integrating 50 years of Hilux and the tougherness and the fasterness of these, any chance of special offspring vehicles like a once-off a V8 Dakar model?
Well, ordinarily we wouldn't be announcing it now, but what I can say is yes. We will be leveraging this win, and there will be something to come during the year.
I love it when we ask these questions and we actually get the answers. So, will it come in a special Dakar colour?
Now you're pushing it.
The big question, of course, obviously, and I think we've got to get it out there now. Valentino Rossi wants to go and looking at Dakar. Everybody's looking at Dakar. How serious are you about bringing in a fourth driver, Fernando Alonso?
No, I mean there are no current plans to add an additional vehicle. I mean that was just a nice to have comment.
I'm going with that.
So bearing in mind, and as I said earlier, we're a South African team. We're not a global works team, so we have to be smart. We have to be efficient, and as Glyn said, we've got to try and keep improving and trying to do things better.
Tricky question. We've seen in the past, Glyn, with when South Africa does really well, the parent company almost the glory is great to have when one is a winner. How difficult is it going to be to keep ownership of this operation in South Africa?
Well, no, I think that is fairly secure. We have the technology here, we have the resources here.
And the people.
And the people, for sure. We have the people, and Dakar is not something easy to win, at all. You have to have a really thorough team effort. You have to have experience, and that's very expensive to gain. It's taken us 8 years to win this title. We've been close twice in the past. So to change it now, I think, in my opinion, would be a mistake. So I can't see why it would change. We've got all the credentials now, we've got the equipment, and right now we have the opportunity to improve immediately. If anything changed dramatically, you would take a step backwards without question.
Andrew, this has got to help sell more Hilux Buckies. I'm really looking forward to that integration. Thanks a lot for your time, and any last words?
No, I just think it's a great fit. Obviously we've been competing in South Africa with the cross-country races and ultimately with the Dakar. And I think we've always tried to connect the Hilux that we sell here in South Africa with our racing vehicle. And I hope the public see that connection, and I hope they get as enthusiastic as we are about it.
Awesome. Guys, thanks a lot for your time. Have a good one. That V8 Hilux, tougher, faster, bucky. We've got to drive it. Guys, cheers.